All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so before we jump into this video, let me first announce the winners of yesterday's prize giveaways. So yesterday, remember we were giving away the Modern Witch Tarot, and so the winner of that is S. Banksta, so SBANKSTA. So Spanksta or S Banksta, however, however you prefer me to say it. This is your prize, and then the winner of the big old gift bag, the one that I showed you guys. There's a whole bunch of little goodies inside. That one is going to Rosie Burleson. And by the way, that was the one, you guys, where you were entering with the word wild card in order to enter, and that was in honor of the solar eclipse, which is today, the 25th. So those are the two prizes. So Rosie and S. Banksta, if you would please take a look in the comment section, copy and paste my email. You'll find it right, or excuse me, description box, forgive me, in the description box in this video. I never actually comment. Excuse me, I never reach out to anybody via the comment. So forgive me for that. Like flub I just made. It's in the description box of this video. You will see my email is listed there for you. So just copy and paste that. Send me a little email. Let me know where in the world you two would like me to mail your prizes to. I will respond to you within 24 hours to let you know that I got your email. If you didn't hear from me within 24 hours, it's because I did not get an email from you. So please, that's why I always suggest, please make sure that you copy and paste my email. Okay. That way we don't have any typos, because mine's a little bit tough to type out and not have a typo. Okay, and then today's prize giveaway for anybody who would like to enter to win, it is going to be this little velveteen bag, and inside we have one of the challenge coins that's yes, no on either head of it. So it's kind of just, I don't know, I thought it was just kind of a cool little challenge coin, and a mood ring. Now I have big hands. I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm not a petite little thing. So just to give you an idea, this fits basically on all of my fingers. So it's a larger ring, just FYI. So if you would like to enter to win this, just be a subscriber to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and write the word red velvet in the description box. And then don't forget to watch tomorrow's bonus video, because I'll tell you who the winner is of that little red bag. Okay. So now let's jump into this. I always start these videos out with something real that happened last night while I was doing some videos. I noticed that I heard the telltale signs of my doggy being a little too happy about something, and I could hear some ripping, and I was like, oh no. So I call him my fuzzy seam ripper, and that is for a reason. It's because since Aries has been a very baby puppy, he loves to tear things apart at the seams. By the way, I'm not taking any of those cards that just jumped out because it was too many. They all, like probably a third of the deck jumped out. But I stopped doing videos, and I turned around and I looked from, beyond this backdrop, and my whole house is like filled with fluff. He decided to take his fluffy little winter bed that I have for him, and he very carefully undid one of the seams, and then very joyfully started to take all the white fluffy out. So it was strewn through 3 rooms of my house, and it barely looked like he'd made a dent in the removing the fluff. It was a very fluffy bed. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to say. Maybe this will factor into our storytelling, maybe it won't, but it could be that someone gets distracted with something and other things come a little undone. Now, granted, it wasn't a big cleanup. It's not a big deal. It just requires me to do a little more training with him. He hasn't done that in, gosh, probably 5 to 6 months. He hasn't actually tried to destroy anything. So I don't know. Last night was just a different night for him. He wanted more attention, I think. So sometimes things that need our attention can fall apart if we don't give them our attention. So that's the message we'll start with. So we just got the 7 of coins in the upright. We have a 3 of coins in the upright. And I'm going to give this person a little like bathing suit with my fingers because they don't have any clothes on in this card, but it's a Fool card in the reverse. Okay. The way I'm looking at this is actually it's something really good. To me, this almost looks like somebody is saying, maybe something did already fall apart and they want to piece it back together. Because this 7 of Pentacles, if you look, we've got this, this whole plant here is pretty much dead and dried up, but he's coming over here to water it. It's been a long time. Like, he should have attended to this plant a long time ago, right? But he didn't. But he wants to do it now. And then with that 3 of coins, this is like the these kind of helpers are trying to help this angel put his wings back on. And I can't help but say, like, literally, we have somebody who's like attaching one more. It's funny how I just talked about my dog unfluffing his bed, and now we have these fluffy white wings. I want to say somebody wants really badly to actually restore something. Maybe this was like a fallen angel kind of vibe, you know, where somebody is trying to piece their life back together. This does look like someone has some help. Because first they're helping themselves, right? They don't look like they're super confident though. And although I'm giving this person a little bathing suit, he's kind of, well, this is a bit of a complicated card because he's peering out, he's opening this door, but he's bent over and he's holding the skull in his hand. But because of the position that he's bent over in, his little night dress is flipped up, so that's why I'm giving him a little clothing with my fingers. I almost feel like any way we slice this would be one of those cards that says an individual isn't necessarily ready to take a leap of faith. They're barely getting things pieced back together. I feel like this is somebody who's got a whole bunch of things that they needed to put energy into. So are they ready to leave this room? No, they don't even have pants on, right? The Fool is not ready, even if the card had been upright. Now, if the card had been upright, I would have said, well, this person is still not ready to leave, but they're going to do it anyway. This person is not. This person is, I think, getting maybe even some great assistance and help right now because they've made a decision. This is like somebody who says, I want to take charge of some things. I want to put my life back in order. Look, I am cheering for this person. I want to see this person put their life back in order. Let's take it one card at a time. Let's go with that 7 of coins. We have a King of Wands. This could be someone who says, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all my energy into the things I care the most about. I'm going to go ahead and put forth my energy. Maybe somebody even had a great stabilizing role model all of a sudden. Somebody who was really compassionate, really understanding, maybe a strong leader, maybe a really, this could be like a loving father figure, or this could be just some great example. This could be someone's mentor. This could be a thought leader or something like that. An individual they have either decided in their own heart space that I really want to put energy into things in my life that I want to see blossom. But I feel like, again, I keep feeling like somebody's getting advice that is really sound, is really supportive. We've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got a Knight of Swords in the upright, and we've got that 10 of Wands in the upright. So part of this journey of this 7 of coins for this person is to go ahead and put their heart into things. It doesn't matter if it doesn't feel like it's yielding results. It doesn't matter if it doesn't feel steady at first. Keep pushing forward and don't stop. Like, that's why I feel like this person is getting like, we could be dealing with a divine masculine who is, maybe they went and saw a counselor. Maybe they listened to somebody do like a really inspirational speech where it was like, you know, it felt like they were speaking to them, like, you can do this. You've got this, go after the things you want in life. Don't worry if it feels unsteady. Don't think, unless I have this much money in the bank, or I have this house that I already own, or this expensive car that I can drive. Don't think that defines whether or not you're going to be a success. Listen to your heart and you're always going to be a success. It's kind of like, that's the kind of like pep talk, or like someone really gave this person, I would say, the words that they needed to hear to give them the courage to put their life back together. Doesn't matter how long your dreams sat there unfulfilled. You still have that dream. Chase it down, go after it, give it all you got, and unburden yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the fact that it took some time, because you know what? Life derails all of us. Sometimes we don't get to do it on our timeline. Sometimes a big dream, a big wish that we had we are literally stopped in our tracks, or we lose energy because our energy is being siphoned off someplace else. And so some of our big dreams in life, we might have to basically get waylaid, and we don't get to come back around to those big dreams and make them become reality until 15 years later. But this says the thing that you don't want to do is lose momentum by saying, well, I wanted that, but I guess it's too late now. This says, no, if your heart still wants it, go after it. And don't worry that, it feels like, well, how long is it going to take? Do I have the steady foundation already? No, it's about following one's heart. And it's about, just taking one step in front of the other, and not letting our own self get in the way. I think this is somebody's power anthem right now. Tell me about that 3 of coins. That 3 of coins is, again, it's really supportive. It's really nice. Okay, so we have a 2 of wands. I feel like this person has more than just one individual cheering them on. This is like they got their team. Maybe they got their team of angels, but it's like they are being prepped and guided and reminded, you got this. Whatever you want to do, you still have the choice. You don't have to do what you're preparing yourself to do. If you still change your mind, you don't have to do it. You always have a choice in everything in life. But right now, we are all about supporting you, getting those angel wings put back together. Like, everything can be healed, but you still get to choose whatever it is you want. We're not pushing, we're just supporting. That's what I feel like this is right now. Tell me about that 2 of wands. It's about a 6 of cups. I feel like this person either has a group of friends that are like, or 1 or 2 really great people around them that are like, are you wanting to go back and spend time with whoever that soulmate is, whoever the person is that you love, the person that you're thinking of? Hey, we'll totally support you. Do you need help? How, this could be like a couple of, really great friends that are like, okay, we're gonna like help you get dressed up for the date, gonna loan you my car, go drive over and, make your offer to this person that you love. Go see that soulmate, go return into their life. If you want to. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. You don't have to. It's up to you. But we are here to like make sure that you can make this happen. I feel like there's a group of people that are truly supportive without being overbearing toward this person. And I think that's why we see the angel wings, is like, this is such a gift. This is such a blessing that this person has people pulling for them for their happiness, but still saying, but hey, it's up to you. It's just, if you want to borrow my car to go see the person that you love, it's yours. If you want to, whatever, like borrow my suit jacket, or, if this is a woman, like you want to come on over, I'll help you do your makeup, or, whatever it is. It's like, there's a group of friends that are like totally supportive, or 1 or 2 really close friends that are really supportive about this. We have a King of Swords in the upright. And so this is to further clarify this situation with somebody wanting to return to a soulmate scenario. We've got great sorrow here. And yet we also have this, there's a lot that someone is preparing themselves to be like brave enough to go and talk to someone who maybe they feel like they hurt. Maybe this whole storyline is about someone who is preparing themselves to return to an individual that they hurt. And they know that. And they are like really trying to think out the words that they want to say. And they're getting support from their friends that are like, yes, go talk to the person that you care about. Go do that thing. Don't sit with a regret yourself. Go and tell them that you regret this. Tell them how you felt. You can be calm about it now, but don't pretend like this hasn't mattered if this is all you've been thinking about. Tell your person the truth. And I feel like this person is, there's still a little bit of 2 minds. They know what they'd like to do, but it may take some real courage. I feel like this person's going to do it though. But we do have that Fool card in the reverse. Before we go to the Fool card, I want to get one more on that 2 of wands. What is the standing here at the fork in the road all about for this person? Fork in the road is, we have Death card in the reverse, and we have the Page of Swords upright. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to the idea that this person may have some friends that are like assisting this person, gathering information, like, listen, the person that you love, they're not with somebody else. I looked them up online. I don't see that they've changed their last name, or, I don't see that they're with somebody else. Someone, because this is gathering information and this is about a situation that is not over. And I just feel like either this lead character is standing there going, I want to go toward my soulmate. I want to go toward this person that I love. Right now, just for the clarity of keeping this storyline straight, we've seen a lot of masculine energy in here so far. So I'm going to refer to this, our lead character, as the masculine. So the masculine is saying, I want to return to, and I'll go ahead and say feminine because we did see that on the Six of Cups card. I want to return to my feminine. Yeah, I do. But what if she's with somebody else? What if she's forgotten me? What if she doesn't want anything to do with me? What if she's over this? What if it doesn't matter to her anymore, right? And their friends are like, you're not going to know unless you go talk to her. But I can tell you, I looked her up and I don't see the ring on that finger, or I don't see this, or I don't see, whatever that is. I don't see this. This is looking into it to determine, is somebody, are they willing to have a do-over? Are they not? Is this dead in the water, never going to come back? Has somebody moved on with a totally different person? Somebody wants that answer. Okay. Somebody wants that answer is what this looks like. Tell me about that Fool card in the reverse. We have got a Two of Swords in the upright. We have an Eight of Cups in the upright. We've got a Knight of Wands upright. We got the Seven of Swords upright. Not easy, because what I want to say here is that as much as somebody is putting together their plan, like, I'm going to do this, their friends are supportive, like, yeah, go talk to your person, go win their heart back. With the Fool in the reverse, I want to say this is basically what had already happened. Somebody decided to clam up. Somebody walked away, even to the point of walked away and said, oh, I'll just go move on and find somebody else. And that was a big, huge, fat lie. I think this person realizes that they weren't able to move on. They haven't been able to move on, and they're not going to be able to move on. That's a lie. So they're kind of at a point where I don't think this person can run from themselves anymore. I think that they are scared. What if she pulls that stunt now? What if she says, oh, whatever, I haven't been thinking about you at all. Nope, there's so many other fish in the sea, I totally forgot your name. That would be a lie also if she were to respond with that, at least in this storyline, right? But I feel like this is what had already happened. And I feel like that weighs really heavily. I feel like if this person acted like they told some whopper, or they behaved in a manner like that, like, oh, I'm just going to block this. I'm not going to let this into my life. I'm going to go a different direction and it'll just be fine. I feel like this person has some serious regrets, because that decision that they made was a major stopping point in their progress in life. We have a Wheel of Fortune. This is their chance to fix that. This is their chance to not pull that stunt again. That lie that I'm fine without you, it's okay. I don't know why this person did that. Let's see. Why did this person choose to act like that in the past? Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Man, a lot of swords. Somebody was all up in their heads. Somebody really thought, we're in conflict. I don't know what to do about this. I'm just going to go silent, and then the conflict will go away. And instead, the conflict in their mind got worse and worse. This caused them so much more stress. Or maybe they were causing the person's stress. Maybe they felt like the way I behave is upsetting this person that I love. Maybe it'd be easier if they didn't have to deal with me. I don't know. There was way too much up in the head, letting worries and silence take over. And this seems like it just kind of got worse. It went from stressful to silent to worse than ever. Just total sleepless nights, total anxiety. And I would argue it's probably because, lies don't sit well. That lies don't digest well. These are the kind of lies that, give you pepperoni dreams, right? You know, like the when somebody's lying to themselves, like, oh, I can move on, it'll be fine, and they really can't. No wonder it just got worse and worse up in their mind. So we had a problem that we needed to work through, but instead it went into silent mode, and then it went into crazy stress mode. And it's probably because we didn't have cooperation. We had, you know, when one person keeps thoughts in their mind and then they just kind of like amplify, amplify, amplify. I think that's what happened. We didn't have communication. We didn't have real collaboration. There was an opportunity to make things smooth out and get better, but instead, after this time of silence, somebody didn't. Tell me why. Why did that happen? We were going to move on from stress. There was a chance to have healed this, but then instead it went into crazy amounts of additional stress. We have a Four of Wands. For some reason, this seemed further away than ever. This seemed like maybe somebody doubted it all of a sudden. They doubted, there's no way this person really loves me. There's no way. What was I thinking? You know, we had problems. Then it was like we went silent. And this could have all been on the masculine side. You know, we had problems. We were trying to move on from them. Then we went into silent mode, and then it just got more and more stressful because it was like, is this real? I mean, this feels like my Four of Wands, but it feels like it's a mirage. It feels like it's a million miles away. I don't know. I don't know why somebody didn't just hold on to something that was important to them. I'm not sure why. How did all the stress get in the way in the first place? Why and how did all that stress just get in the way? Knight of Pentacles. This could have been a long distance relationship, and this could have been just way too much time in between, too much time apart, not enough time together. Like these two didn't get a chance to, like, how do you form a bond if you're never around each other? How do you get a chance to actually come together if you never have more than, you know, whatever, 6 hours at a time, and then you're on your flights headed opposite directions across the world again? I feel like there were only 3 times possibly that these 3 ever really got to have a moment of something really important, and then there was huge gaps in between. I don't know why that was the case. Let's see. Why was that the case? Why did these 2 never get the time together to actually build? We have a Three of Pentacles. I mean, unfortunately, this looks like they were building with other people. That doesn't mean in romance at all. This could mean, you know, the time was being given to this career, and the other person's time was being given to that career. Pentacles can have to do with money, you know, so their careers got in the way, and these 2 people who already had time and distance as limitations and issues, then you add in like careers that are more consuming. And so basically, like, how do you let's put it in this context. If the amount of work you have to do in a day is actually like more hours than you get to actually spend at home, you know, you're working 16-hour days or something, and then when you're home, you've got to sleep, you got to eat. How many hours are left to build any kind of a connection with anyone in your life? Not even romance, just with anything. How about with yourself? Where do you even find time for yourself? I feel like that was the set of circumstances. Maybe these 2 had jet setter lifestyles. Maybe these 2 were very, you know, focused on careers, and it was impossible for these 2 to actually get enough time together. Now, this is all still from kind of the masculine's perspective, possibly. But I feel like this was a two-way street on this topic. Okay, so do we change? We change decks here. Okay, let's go with this one. So what does that mean now? Something has changed dramatically, because somehow, some way, this connection that never was invested in, that we never got to smooth things out, we never got enough time together, and yet it felt like a soulmate connection. Finally, at this point in time, somebody wants to at least start things over. Do both people want to start things over, or is it only on the side of this masculine? We have a King of Cups in the reverse. I don't know that both people want to start things over. One person may be saying, there's not anything that I would entertain. But we do have the Lovers and we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so again, this is about transformation. So here's what I would say. I would say there is absolutely zero hope of both people wanting to start over unless there's major transformation. Now, this is a story of Beauty and the Beast, right? But I'm not trying to, even though I've been talking about it as like a masculine primarily, all I mean is energy flow. I don't read for genders. So this is not the story of a dude who messed it up and he's got to go win his lady back. No, this could be same-sex couples. This could be reversed roles. So there is a fantastic Saturday Night Live clip of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being the Beauty and the Beast. It's fabulous. Sorry, that just came to mind, and I won't do any spoilers on it, but watch that clip. But this is one of those things where it's like there's some kind of transformation that has to happen, or it's all it would be is like passion, and I don't think somebody wants this. If they're only coming in with passion, you can forget it. I don't even want to hear any of the words you have to say if it's a bunch of passion. If you haven't changed something major in your life. So maybe this was one person had more like career focused energy flow than the other, because this is saying in the Beauty and the Beast, one person goes through the big transformation, right? But it's love that does ultimately transform them both, but one goes from a beast back to a human, right? And I've asked the question, do both people want to have a new beginning here? And the answer is a big fat no, unless there's been transformation. So basically, whoever was putting career in front of everything else, that would have to be different. Is that different? Is that changed? Well, we have an 8 of coins. This 8 of coins, I mean, this is like she's very frustrated, very sour. Her little feet are being cut because she's making pentacles out of these bramble bushes. There is still this issue with work right now. One person or the other, this could be our feminine who's actually working really hard but not thrilled with their yield right now. 2 of coins in the reverse. Somebody's already on the verge, and it could be our feminine is actually on the verge of like a big shift or change in either what she's doing for work, how she's doing things for work. So interestingly enough, she would perhaps also be the one saying, I'm not at all interested in this person coming back into my life unless they had transformed things significantly. But then ironically, it kind of looks like right now she's been really consumed with work. Maybe it's because she's been upset though. Maybe she's poured herself into her career to help deal with whatever frustration. Look, there is a need to get some stuff sorted out here. We can see that. But let me get one more, because a little piece of me thinks we got the Tower in the reverse. We got the 9 of coins upright. Now, if this relationship does come back around, if it does come back in, I think it would actually really add value. I think that both people would actually have more success this time around. Both people would feel really good. They would finally be able to piece back together this tower that had been in danger. Like this situation basically was, it was a mess, right? If the tower shows up at all, it's because something needed to change. We already saw that with the transformation of Beauty and the Beast. We can avoid major catastrophe and actually get things back to being really good and really smooth if these two can put time in together. I do think that this is the way I'm going to interpret this one. I think that our feminine has been pouring themselves into work to the point of maybe exhaustion, trying to find a way to just like get beyond this, get over this. And I think she inherently knows that I need to balance some things out in my life. Look, I think she's ready to be really happy. But she can do that with or without this person. The only way, she's on the verge of making a change anyway. If she's been pouring herself into career to kind of just ignore the hurt, I think she's at that point where she's saying, you know what, I can't do this. I don't want to just exhaust myself and try to get over this hurt. You know what? I'm fine without this person. I don't need to punish my own self by working too hard, losing myself in work. I'm on the verge of being single, abundant, and totally okay without this person. I'm not going to keep having to, crack the whip over, myself and work harder, work faster, got that Stone song, Beast of Burden, in my mind. Like, someone has just been like literally using themselves like to work, like a mule, just like a pack mule. I've been carrying a heavy load up a hill every single day and trying to forget it. There is great potential. So I'm going to say for our feminine here, she's on the verge of simply saying, I wouldn't have wanted this person unless things were different anyway. So if they don't come in different, it would be a no thank you. But I'm at that point where I'm done punishing myself to try to heal my own heart. I'm in a place where with Queen of Cups, Emperor, and Five of Swords, I'm in a place where I have no problem welcoming in an amazing partnership. I am ready to have somebody who is like, I feel like this feminine has recognized what quality of, I'll say, mate they want to have in their life, and they will block anyone that would put them through tears. They have zero interest in anyone who's going to make them hurt, make them cry. It's like, I have a lot to offer. I want to have some work-life balance. I want to, have softer romance, but I wanted to be with an emperor, somebody who's awesome, somebody who knows who they are, someone who can, give, and somebody who's not going to leave me feeling like I've got to defend myself so they don't, break my heart again. An emperor who knows how to manage his time so that he puts his energy into the things that matter, meaning me, the relationship with me. I think she's like totally unashamed of saying, yeah, I want somebody who pays attention. I want somebody who acts like I'm a top priority. Because an emperor can run a kingdom, but nobody's going to be sitting beside them if they don't actually take time to nurture their connections. Well, an emperor would. That's the whole point. So I do feel like she's saying, I have so much to offer. I am so ready to have the right kind of connection. If it's this person, awesome. If it's not, that's okay too. She's in a place where it does not need to be them, from what we can see, because she already has that ultimatum on the table. I wouldn't ever talk to this person again unless they'd changed a lot. So final card here. Where does this leave things? Four of Coins, Three of Wands. This Four of Coins is like a Peruvian folk tale where this buzzard, he falls in love with this maiden, and so he says, I want to marry her. Well, she doesn't want to marry this old buzzard, but he kind of like hoards her to himself. Even if she's not happy, he still wants to hold on to her. And then we have this complete opposite energy flow of, we're climbing the ladder to success. We're looking forward to our future. We're going places. The final message here in this story is not whether or not these two are actually going to have success together, but it poses more of a question for both characters. Are we holding on to something that doesn't even serve us? Because our goal is to always move forward in life. So if this, our masculine that we've talked about in the beginning, who wants very much to come forward because they already tried to walk away, that did not work. They've had nothing but regrets. So holding back didn't work. If they want their life to move forward, they've got to go and do the thing that they need to do, which is what their friends and, like support system are kind of, I don't want to say urging them to do, but certainly supporting them to do. And then for her is holding on to any disappointment, holding back. Is that helping her at all? Because I would say she's already moved beyond that and said, I'm not going to be kept by someone who doesn't really invest in, who I am, that my needs, the kinds of relationships that I would want to have. Somebody who just says, yeah, you're going to be kept waiting for me, but I'm going to be focusing on business. I feel like she's saying, I can't be kept like that. I have to move forward and leave you behind if you can't actually give me time and attention. So that's kind of what it looks like here, is that these two are asking themselves, I would say, the really important question of what does success look like? What does a successful relationship look like? And in this case, it is it's what they both already know, which is we have to actually work together. Can we work together? The only thing that I'm still unclear on is, is this person going to go ahead and take that final leap of faith? Are they going to go ahead and maybe I shouldn't say leap of faith, but with that Fool card that we saw in the reverse, are they going to be able to go down a road of success? Let me get one more out of that very first deck. They want to. We got two. What did we get? We've got the Six of Wands. It came out a little crossed, and we have the Six of Coins in the reverse. So sixes are numbers of balance, but we got one upright and one reverse. This is just saying that the choice belongs, well, essentially it belongs to both of them. But what will make somebody have success? I feel like this person, our lead character here, our masculine, would like very much to have success. I don't think they have a whole lot of hope of her accepting, though. But I still don't know that that means that they wouldn't come forward. It's just, I think it has been a big lesson. I think with them going after career primarily and not making time for a relationship, if you look at this Six of Wands, it doesn't look that successful, does it? This person is wearing like a pot on their head, and they're not carrying a flag, they're carrying just a broom. And the person bowing down to them is just some fellow, pal. It just kind of seems like, at what cost do we say we're going to seek fame, fortune, and career if we miss out on the thing that we really wanted in life, the thing that would have really given us balance? And with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this person is realizing, it was minimal success for me to have poured my energy into career, because all this time I've been unhappy knowing come on, we had the Nine of Swords. That person can't even sleep at night. That person had the Seven of Swords. They had lied about, like, oh, I can move on from this. This person never moved on from this. This person had always wished that they had given to the right thing, because trying to find success elsewhere in life only pointed out the deficit in their life, which was the real satisfaction of, I would say, emotional give and take. So I think somebody was just more career oriented at that point in time, and I think it didn't serve them well, and they've recognized that. So will they change it? This whole storyline has been about them working on getting the courage to make the changes. That's how I would say this. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, being a part of my channel, and for bringing your great energy here, you guys. As always, I'm a storyteller, not a psychic. So have fun when you're here. Just be mindful that it is entertainment. All right, take care. Bye-bye. See you guys tomorrow.